Hello my friends and welcome. Today we have a 30-minute strength training workout. We've got some high intensity plyos kind of built into this workout. So let's get started. All you need today, I'm gonna use a bench. I'm using a round band. You could go without the band if you don't have a band, that's no problem. And I've got a moderately heavy dumbbell. You could also use a kettlebell or something like that if you don't have a dumbbell. So each exercise today is gonna be 50 seconds on, 15 seconds off. So we're gonna start with a few warm-up activities. The first is an alternating toe touch. So I'm gonna start in a nice upright position, core is pulled in tight, shoulders are back and down. I'm gonna drive my knee up, toe up, keeping my hips square as I hinge forward and reach towards the ground. Okay, so knee up, toe up, reaching straight forward, slow and controlled, okay? The second exercise is a squat with a knee to elbow. Okay, so my feet are slightly wider than shoulder width apart, toes are pointed slightly out. And I'm going to bring my hands behind my ears, opening up that chest, keeping those shoulders nice and erect here as they stack on top of our hips. Okay, from this position, I'm gonna sit down into a nice deep squat, coming up and elbow to knee. Just alternating sides, as many reps as you can get in that 50-second window, okay? Next, we're gonna do a knee pull. And for this one, I did this in a sort of a walking position. You could also do this in a stationary position if you don't have much room, but I'm taking my knee, pulling it towards my chest. When I get to that top, you can kind of pop up onto your toes if you want to get just kind of a little bit extra stretch out of that one, okay? So that's our knee pull. We're also gonna do a quad pull as well. So for the quad pull, I'm gonna grab my foot here. I'm gonna reach this hand up, stretching out that quad, taking a step forward, same thing, okay? Again, if you don't have a lot of space, you could certainly do this in a stationary position, okay? Great. So once you're done with those warm-up activities, we're ready to head into the workout. We're gonna do 2 rounds through for our circuit today. Again, each exercise will be 50 seconds on and 15 seconds off. The first is a split squat jump, okay? A couple different options for this one. You're gonna start in sort of a split squat position. So I've got my feet staggered here. I want my weight evenly distributed between both of my hips, okay? I'm gonna start, again, shoulders, good posture, core is pulled in tight. I'm gonna start with my hands up. I'm hinging down, explode up, okay? And you can alternate sides if you want to. So once you land, switching sides. Okay, or you could do like 5 on one side, 5 on the other, something along those lines. Again, take your time in between these. Our goal here is really to be explosive, with each individual movement. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna hinge down, explode up, land, reset, get ready for your next rep, okay? Woo! Our next exercise is a lateral bench hop. Again, trying to get explosive with our movements, activating our core, and trying to really drive through our feet. Okay, so I'm gonna place my hands somewhere on my bench, kind of on the outside of my bench here, and I'm gonna start with my feet on one side. And basically, I'm gonna hop up and over, okay? Again, go as fast or as slow as you want on this. If you're not ready to do hopping, you can come from this position and do a step over. Okay? If you're not ready for the split squats, with the split squat jumps, you can do just a standing split squat instead of having that jump in there, okay? If you're not ready for the jump, that's absolutely fine. Make those modifications, okay? Next, we're moving to an incline push-up, okay? Hands are on my bench. Shoulders, hips, and ankles are all in a nice straight line. Lower myself down. Breathe out as I drive up, okay? That's too challenging. We can come to our knees and do the same thing from here. Again, really thinking about core engagement with these exercises so that we can continue to strengthen that base as we move through this particular workout, okay? So after the incline push-ups, we're heading to banded monster walks. I'm gonna use my band. You can absolutely do this without the band and still get a great workout. Okay, so the band is gonna go just above my ankles. I've got a medium band here. I don't know what that means. I ordered them on Amazon and got like a pack of like 5 for super cheap. Maybe they were 15 bucks or something for all of them. But again, I want to create enough tension that I have a little bit of tension when I'm in this standing position. Okay, so from here, I'm going to come to sort of a semi-squat position. So I'll either keep my hands in front of me or you can keep them on your hips, whatever. Again, engage that core. And we're going to step forward in sort of a diagonal motion here, okay? Okay, slow and controlled with this. And then I'm doing the same thing moving backward. Slow and controlled. Really working on strengthening the pelvic girdle and all the muscles that are gonna cross that joint, okay? So forward, backward, however much, however long we can get within that 50 seconds for those banded monster walks. Again, if you don't have a band, that's totally fine. Same thing, I'm gonna get to this quarter squat position and maybe you make bigger steps, okay? Still getting some good activation of the hips, of that pelvic girdle as I move through a nice big range of motion, okay? All right, after our banded monster walks, we're heading to a single arm snatch, okay? The single arm snatch, I'm gonna use my moderately heavy weight, have it in one hand. We're gonna do 50 seconds each side for this one, okay? So from this position, I'm gonna hinge forward, knees are slightly bent. I've got a nice erect position in my back here, okay? Okay, so from this position, I'm gonna hinge forward and I wanna explode up, keeping that weight close to my body, okay? And we're gonna land underneath that weight, okay? So from here, I'm gonna explode up and bring that weight above head, okay? Show you one more time. So we really wanna think about popping those hips forward, keeping that weight in close as we bring it up above our head, okay? So from here, sort of exploding up and getting underneath that weight, okay? 50 seconds each side for that single arm snatch, okay? Next we have a reverse crunch on the bench. Keep my booty on the bench, lay back. I'm placing my hands like on the sides of the bench. You can either place your head on the bench or you can lift your head up a little bit. That will give you maybe a tiny bit more core engagement, okay? So from this position, I'm gonna pull my knees in, lift that booty up off my bench, back down, and legs come straight. Lift up and back down, okay? Our goal is to put our legs straight up at that like 90-degree angle, okay? And the lifting of the booty should activate that low back as well, really getting the whole core involved, not just the front side, okay? So that's our reverse crunch. Next, we're moving to a Copenhagen side plank, okay? A couple different options for this. I did one way on my first set, and then I did it the other way on my second set. Do what feels good to you. Challenge yourself where you're ready to be challenged, okay? So for the Copenhagen side plank, I'm gonna put my feet elevated onto my bench, and I'm coming onto my forearm, okay? So from this position, I've kind of got my feet stacked. I can take my top leg and pull to here, okay? Maybe this feels good just staying in the side plank position. That's totally fine. If you wanna hold it here, again, think about keeping those shoulders and hips stacked on top of each other. That's great, okay? So you can hold, you can do the top leg, you can do the bottom leg as well, okay? Whatever feels good, whatever is a good challenge for you, okay? If that side plank is too hard, you're not ready for that yet, you can do the same thing from the ground, okay? So from this position, I can hold. I can also add that top leg or that bottom leg, okay? If that's too challenging, we can do a modified side plank. So I'm gonna bend this bottom leg under and come to here, okay? And hold from here. I can do the top leg from this position as well, okay? So lots of different options there for that side plank, that Copenhagen side plank, okay? Let's see, next we have a posterior chain exercise. We're gonna lay flat on our bench and work on that shoulder mobility, our traps, okay? So I place my chin on the edge. You could also do this on the ground as well. And I'm gonna bring my arms out, squeeze back. You're gonna have to wait, Piper. Just wait a second. Okay? Really thinking about squeezing those shoulder blades as I move through this nice big range of motion. Okay? 50 seconds there. Next we have our last exercise is a tricep dip with hip extension. Okay? So for this one, I'm gonna come to this position. I'm going to do a tricep dip and lift up. Tricep dip and lift. Okay? So that is our end of our circuit. We have 2 cool down activities to finish off the day. Okay? Can you guys take the dog out, please?
Yep.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So for this one, I'm gonna be in a seated position.
Thank you.
I'm gonna bring my hands behind my head, really opening up. Okay. Really opening up here and then hinging forward to this position. Really focusing on opening up the chest, okay? And then our last of our cool down activities, we're gonna stay in this cross-legged position. We're coming to the side and we're doing that child's pose rainbow that I freaking love. So reaching straight ahead, just moving through a nice big range of motion. He's okay. And that, my friends, is just a normal day in my life. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great workout. We'll see you next time.